And a great champion to play into the Darius too. Now that does leave Echo in the jungle. That's going to give them some great kiting potential, and it was one of Xmithy's more played champions in the summer season, but then again, it's not quite so powerful in the jungle anymore after some nerfs.
Okay. So the reason for the Tahm Kench lock in here, strongest laning supporter, give them standard lanes.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that it's going to look very good here for CLG. It's just about who can set it up first.
So get on Twitter, @LOLesports, use the hashtag CLGwin or hashtag KooWin, and let us know which composition you prefer.
Well, the crowd is very excited that you're reminding them of the Twitter vote, Deficio.
I mean, it's what I'm here for, right?
It is Group A at the 2015 League of Legends World Championships. These are the two teams currently sharing first place.
So HQ do last week, that's what he does really well. He's not really going to be ganked in the mid lane. It's Kuro instead who's going to get ganked by CLG.
Well, coming in right here. Quen's already down.
He's going to be in trouble. Flashes over the wall. Both summoner spells blown for some time from Zion.
A little bit surprised by that one from CLG instead of going for Prey, but obviously they don't know, or they didn't know where the rest of the Koo members were.
Well, take a look at this. Double Lift is in trouble, and a quiet taste is there. Gorilla flashes forward. He is going to devour him, spits him back out. Exhaust is ticking away. Double Lift below 100 HP. Smith and Gorilla going to chase him down. First blood to top lane Darius. Now Aframu, he's getting chased down. Catfish is hungry. Devour cooldown. It's going to get spit backwards. Aframu's below 200, and he's going to go down. A few more hits, and the spin for the win from Smith.
Right there, one of the biggest.
Zion trying to defend that tower as best he can. I did see Xmithy moving up, but isn't going to go up to help the tower. So Prey and Gorilla getting a lot of damage. What's that top outer tower? Wow! Double Lift even gets apprehended back. Forced a rocket jump over.
So him with an edge is a big, big problem.
Once again, though, CLG looking towards the mid lane. You got to play the side lanes instead.
And there's the bounce back.
Smithy's in trouble. Cleanse goes down. Kuro, wow! He just gets insta-gibbed. And that was the no MR you were talking about.
Both games where CLG played Koo now, he's gone for very early side stone. Normally he gets it like 11, 14 minutes. Now, it's like early on in the game. Gorilla is looking to eat Aframo again.
He's going to eat him indeed. Throws him onto the chompers, and Hojin sinks the fangs in. CLG were not expecting the unbenched Kench.
Hoping that CLG does that. The alternative is Jinx, no slouch in terms of pushing down towers herself, so they could always be one tower ahead, and look at that.
Zion's in so much trouble. He'd used his riposte earlier, anticipating the dunk, and it didn't come down. Like CLG, they're going all in. The chompers are going to catch them. The Super Mega Death Rocket does the splash, and Gorilla gets out. That grey health tankiness is so effective. We do see the chrono break as Smithy goes back. Here comes the kill. It's secured by Smithy. It's 4-on-3, but CLG are low. That is good. Prey getting excited for the double kill, and Hojin should secure one more for the team. A 4-for-1 trade.
Good game for Koo Tigers, because look how much time it takes for CLG to hit Gorilla. Grey HP comes in, so he's not even about to die yet. And he stays alive when Prey's about to die. Nope, he just numbs him in. Like, yeah, you're not gonna die, my friend, don't worry. He's not gonna one-shot you just yet, so he has to use it on the support.
That pops out at the end, and even though CLG was faster, we did see Double Lift get tied up by a Cocoon at the start of that fight. Hojin choosing to pick on the Tristan.
It's hard to take down early game for these AD carries. Let's see what happens top, because Zion's spawn is going aggressive.
Zion's going down. Well, manages to lunge
he's going down towards the tower.
That's it, thanks to Fisher. You got me covered. Grand Challenge didn't work out, but again, just the synergy between the soft CC that Darius offers. Afro's flashed in. That's a good event horizon, but Gorilla's just gonna eat Smeb. We do see the Dark Matter dropping. Time Winder goes out, Chrono Break goes out. They've traded a kill for a tower. Prey's still alive and running around. Event Horizon is gonna come back up. A 1-for-1 trade, but Koo also secured a tower.
He's held it together. Let's take a look at that replay again. Afro just completely missing Glacial Fissure right there. Smeb gonna get eaten right out of that Event Horizon, spit right back out. Smithy tanking that turret, but gets a nice Chrono Break to stay alive. And Prey here just firing from the backside. Hojin doing a little bit of damage and getting the return kill. Prey just skirting.
Yeah, they want that top outer turret. There's had a number of members up there, tried to shove that wave in, tried to push it down. It's the last remaining outer turret. Okay, Abyssal Voyage, that was used defensively. No, it's aggressive, I lied. Event Horizon is down. Prey's in a little bit of trouble. He will get eaten for a few seconds longer and spat out. Smithy's gonna go down before he can Chrono Break out. But Prey gets excited before getting dunked. It's a double kill, made that a triple kill for Smebs. Darius, we just touched on Abyssal Voyage.
Who are Prey like, no, it's safe, don't worry. We're just gonna rotate down towards the mid lane. And then, in the middle of the team, Prey and Gorilla arrives.
And look at this Event Horizon too. It really doesn't do actually a whole lot over the course of this team fight. Dropped a little bit early and they just come up right in the middle of that circle.
Exceptional positioning from Kuro. Emperor's Divide keeps him safe. Soldiers get the damage down. For a man who's his
Zion Spartan, he's very far behind in this matchup. And Koo going to go ahead and take their second dragon. I mean, we're looking at about an 8,000 gold lead here at 16.
Oh, that's Tahm Kench!
Well, here comes Gorilla. The Abyssal Voyage will land. I don't think he's brought any friends to play with. Aframu's now on the front line, and Doublelifter's rocket jumped in. Devour goes down onto Smith. Gonna buy enough time for Kuro to arrive. Afro still on the retreat. The Decimate comes out from Smith, and so does the dunk. Now Pobelter's in trouble. He's trying to get away. Flash is still available. Xmithy and Afro are dealing with the catfish. Gorilla's gonna throw Xmithy onto the chompers, and Prey gets excited. Super Mega Death Rocket was fired a little while ago, and that Unbreakable Shield will keep Aframu alive for a few seconds longer.
Engage coming in. Koo Tigers just said, you know, from the early game, we're just gonna take such a massive advantage, just like last week. Let's look at it. Smep takes the fight against Zion. Gorilla jumps in, and right now it looks good for CLG. It's a massive gang on to the top side. Obviously Zion is dropping so low because Smep is insanely strong right now. Then we buy time.
Yeah, buys the time. Gorilla gets in there to save Smep, grabs him out at the end, and we're already into another fight right here. CLG pushing forward.
Well, we do see Gorilla. He goes forward, throws out the tongue.
Beautiful.
Double lift gets apprehended backwards and sunk by a Noxian Guillotine. Kuro's going to clean up Zion Spartan. Not after one riposte, keeps him alive a few seconds longer. CLG get the tower for the loss of 2. Abyssal Voyage comes out, and a decent time winder from Xmithy will get them away. Of any match this tournament, the only one greater was EDG versus Bangkok Titans. Doublelift and Afro gonna try team up here on Hoja, but here comes Smith. It is 3v2, and Gorilla on the Kench is far, far away, but Kuro is not. Emperor's Divide will split them in 2. Smeb's got 1, Hojan's got another, and now the Super Mega Death Rocket splashes. Xmithy's forced to retreat. Pobelter and Zion are on the wrong side of the map, and Zion's not gonna get anything back. 4 for 1. Again!
Well, this just reeks of desperation.
Always won. My team was obviously so far ahead. But Koo Tigers can just keep taking these fights. CLG knows we have to go all in or we're not going to get back in this game.
Normally you wouldn't go for this with the pink ward right up there at the top of your screen just because they don't have any vision on who's coming in on this. And Kuro gets that ultimate off. They're able to bounce people around right outside of the Baron. But Xmithy has no mana, so he has to back off. And Prey manages to hit an ultimate. They take 1 down, but the price they pay.
3,300 gold during the course of this Baron. Get themselves a couple of towers. Koo've already cracked open the base. Oh my word, Zion's in trouble, and Prey just crits him down. This dismantled CLG from the very beginning, from the lane swap. Gonna give some more difficulties to the rest of today's picks and bans, and let alone the rest of the tournament. You see some wave clear coming out from Pobelter, but look at that! Just combo down. Still sitting on the front line, but where is the double of Tongue Lash? Finds Zion. An Acquired Taste not applied. Decimate spins by Smeb, and Afro's forced to retreat. Zion just gets booted away by Emperor's Divide, and Kuro's gonna Shurima shuffle his way in for 1. Pobelter will find a kill. They've traded mid lane for mid lane, but Doublelift and Pobelter are the last ones remaining as they run away. Apprehend doesn't find its target. Koo Tigers, they're onto the Nexus turrets before the Baron has even expired. 23.5 minutes on the clock, an undeniable #1 seed in Group A. Koo Tigers from Korea.
What a rout. I mean, one of the shortest games that we have had at this World Championship. Incredibly one-sided match, but that's going to put Koo in a great position. They only need to win 1 game now to be guaranteed first place in this group.
And they have the 2-0 versus CLG in case they do tie, so obviously Koo Tigers will then get the higher spot in the group. But really, 2 games in a row now between these 2 teams. Koo Tigers mechanically outplay CLG in the early game. We have early fights, early ganks, and they all go in the favor of the Koo Tigers. As an AD carry and a support in a lane swap, you should never, ever, 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 ever die against the enemy support in top lane. It should not be possible. CLG gave up 2 kills early. This Tahm Kench pick surprised them